What about like a Madonna? Would you ever want to work with Madonna?
You know what? I was about to work with Madonna, and something happened, and it didn't happen, not from my side, from her team. Something, it was like maybe because of Gaga or something, like something happened. I don't know what it is, but they backed off. They were like, you know,
What were you going to work with Madonna on?
I was gonna do hits, something crazy for her, It was for her comeback album like a few years ago. Yeah.
Wow. And you think it's because you worked with Gaga?
I think so. I think so. Honestly, I think so. Because from what I heard, because I cannot speak for her, but for her, it's like the association, and and maybe something happened or something like that, became like a little bit sensitive to not be like, okay, she went to her producer to whatever. Maybe, from what I heard, from what they told me.
Well, I'm just going to put out in the universe that you will work with Madonna one day because she is my queen. Let me just put that out there.
She's everybody's queen. Mine too. Madonna is Madonna. So
she is. I mean, she's great. She's still great.
Yeah. Timeless.
What about, where do you see like music? Like, do you know, like you mentioned, like all these groups, like I grew up with Michael Jackson, like we're in a much different state of music today. Like, where do you see music going?
I hope that we'll have more music than just hype, because a lot of the music that's happening, or like we have gatekeepers in this industry. You know what I mean? We have people that decide what comes out. And when you give songs that are like just cool and not musical, that don't have music in them, when you play it a lot on the radio, people, I mean, I can tell you, tururu, tiriri, tururu. If I repeat it, you're gonna go walking on the street singing tururu, tiriri in your head. It doesn't, because that's how we are. We hear something again and again and again, we learn it, and it becomes in our brain. But because in the 80s and it was better music, more happier, more melodic. People sat down and tried to come up with the chords and the melodies that will, bring the people and mean something. Now it's more of I feel like it's more of just who's cool. And it can be just doing because he's cool. Oh, he's the hypest artist right now. Why? We are in the music industry. We're not in the hype industry. Unfortunately, right now with the social media and all these stuff, music is been towards more hype than good quality. And I hope for music, after people have to get tired of just blah, 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 so they need to go back to more music. So like you said, like Madonna, like Foreigner, like great, like there's so much great music, you know what I mean? Like it's
Well, I can tell you that I'll raise my hand. I'm the first one that is tired of new music. I mean, I agree. It's like, I don't want to date myself, but I don't understand half of it. It's like there's no music.
There's no music. It's a beat and whatever. But the problem is that the producers have no musical background. They just know how to, because right now with the computers, with the technology, just take this loop and just take this sound, and somebody just says whatever and find like a word that could stick into people's heads and hype it, and they push millions behind it and becomes successful. But it's not good music. It's not healthy for the music. It's not good for music. Doesn't matter how much they try to make it like this is the new. Yes, every time you can do new music, but good music.
Yeah, like if you look back, 90s, 80s, that was the real music.
It was competition of greatness.
Yeah.
Queen, Freddie Mercury coming up with all this, like beautiful melodies. Like it's people were like, they were competing on who's better genius than the other one. You know what I mean? Even in the Beatles, Paul McCartney and John Lennon, they were competing of who writes the better song. Now there's no competition. Now it's a beat and say whatever on it. It's so sad, for the music. I'm talking music.
Yeah, like what would John Lennon say or Prince say about some of this new music today?
Prince. Oh my God. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I think the music industry, that the people who are the A&Rs, these are the problem. Like they have no musical background and they just decide. They decide because they don't hear difference between this or that. They just see cool and they say, oh yeah, they know what they do. This is cool, and they put it out. It's just sad.
Right. And social media has changed everything. Like if you can get a certain number of followers,
Exactly. Hype.
people now want to talk to you regardless of the
That's it.
music.
Substance and whatever you do.
Which leads us to your new venture, SpotStar. So tell us about SpotStar, like how it got started and how it works and what it's all about.
Okay, well, SpotStar is a new platform where all the talented people all over the world can put out their creations, whatever they create, music, productions, everything they do out. And we wanted to eliminate all the gatekeepers that don't know. Sometimes you have great music. I'm gonna give you an example. Who's like Lady Gaga. Many A&Rs, many labels said she's not a good artist. She would never make it. She doesn't have what it takes. And who are they to decide? Look, when she got a shot, look what she did. She made history. So depends on that A&R who's sitting there. Is he happy? Did he have a fight with his wife? Is it a good day or bad day? He can decide on somebody's future. And at the end of the day, who should decide is the public. So with SpotStar, we wanted to eliminate the gatekeepers, just to give it out to the public to decide. You know what I mean? So it's going to be like a global chart. It can be anybody from Africa, from Australia, from everywhere. They put it on the same platform, and you see the world voting, and you see that's the real chart. Not because a label pushed it, not because somebody spent money on it. No, because people loved it. We're going to give a fair chance to everybody. And then the top ones will have more success than the other ones, of course, but it's not somebody who decided, not one person in his office who decided that. No, the world decided. And the great thing about it is you can invest in these artists, through tokens, and that you invest in the artist, and the artist can start making money immediately. Not, for example, all these talent shows. To be honest with you, like, it's so sad to see great artists performing on these talent shows and nothing happens with them.
Nothing.
So nothing. Who makes the money? The show, because they care about TV, only about how many viewers they have. And the moment the show is done, boom, next artist. But there's great talent that never gets a chance, and they're stuck on a deal, on a contract that they can do nothing with their lives. They are broke. They're famous because the world voted them, or America, or their country voted for them. But next time you see him trying to get a taxi, he doesn't have money for a taxi. It's so sad. So in this case, with SpotStar, as people will be putting money, voting and putting money on these artists to immediately start building their career as their own entity. So when they vote, they pay for you. It's a limit. It's not a lot. It's just a little bit to help you. And then the best ones, the biggest ones they will have either to be independent and start putting out their music independently, or choose to go with the label to get that last push, or that great manager, the Scooter Braun, or whoever it is on the top, to get the another help, But we want to give a fair shot to everybody, not to get a like, but to get money and to get the fair shot.
It's almost like, I don't know why anyone who's an artist wouldn't do this. And I don't know why anyone who's an artist would go on one of these TV shows, because you do have to sign your life away. And
yes,
I mean, listen, we can name Kelly Clarkson, we can name Carrie Underwood, and
that's it.
That's
thousands of others and hundreds of thousands of others in the world. Nothing happened with them.
Nothing. And like, I know others because of what I do. But I mean, if you ask me, the winner of American Idol for the past 5 to 10 years, or The Voice ever, I could not. You could give me $20 million. I could not give you a name. I have no idea.
Yes, and absolutely, I totally agree with you. And who makes the money? Is the show. They make hundreds of millions of dollars, which is great for the show. Absolutely. And but something has to happen. And like you say, I mean, with all due respect, YouTube is incredible, but YouTube makes billions, and the people, like, you know, the fans don't make, you know, not the fans, the artists are making little, very
Very
minimal,
little.
and not everybody gets the fair shot. You know, some of them are pushed to get the, you know, the trendings and the everything. Some of them don't. Doesn't matter how great of a song you have, it doesn't get attraction. You get 1,000 likes, you know, and some of them gets 100 million. It's not by luck. Somebody's pushing that. So this is what we're gonna try to, with our platform, is to make it, you know, to make it fair for everybody, based on their talent and based on the people that are liking. If people like you, you will go up. La crème de la crème. You know, you're gonna go up because of people, not because of somebody or a platform that pushes somebody.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if people want to have a say in the artists that they like, this is kind of the right place to do it.